I was like, oh, it's not even recording. Which is unfortunate because that was funny. Hey guys, welcome back to 94.7 Hits FM Future Hits. It's Vass here, and I have the extreme pleasure of introducing our Future Hits artist for May, LISE. How are ya?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me on your show, and also thank you for what you guys do for emerging artists in Montreal. It's such a big, important thing to have, and you guys are the bomb. You guys used to play at my high school all the time.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, like you said, it's just Montreal artists are amazing. Montreal's amazing, so we want to show love for that.
Exactly. It's very important.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell our listeners, what should they know?
I'm a bad bitch. Is that hard to say? Am I allowed to curse on this?
There we go.
Anyway, so yeah, I like to talk about my music it's very heartfelt. So it's very emotional, but it's very poignant for what's going on in this moment, because a lot of people don't want to talk about things, but I feel like my job is to say the things that people are not supposed to be saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like calling people out that should be called out, basically.
Exactly.
For their actions. Like, they're not the only ones thinking it, you know?
For sure, because especially as a songwriter, it's you know different ways to say things that are either easier or more digestible or more fun for people to express themselves. And other people, if they don't have that skill, it's up to you to kind of make them feel comfortable in calling it out, like you said.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to call out the haters.
Exactly. You just got to say, you know what? You can't touch this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to point with my music, and I'm very happy. It's been a very fast come up, if anything, honestly. Like, it's kind of like I'm new to this. Like, let's put it this way, 6 months. It's been.
Yeah, exactly.
I started the album in December. So
okay, and it's coming up. Are we allowed asking when?
I can say probably by the end of 2021.
Okay. Yeah. So very soon.
Very soon.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, that's
very
exciting.
Excited.
Speaking of the album, though, and speaking of your fast come up, I wanted to touch a little bit on your song Goodbyes, because that was amazing, and that must have been so great to put out. How was it to finally have that out, and especially the story of how you put that together? How was it seeing it come together?
Well, it was a very, very funny story, actually. So when I texted, I have a friend named Elijah Woods, and I just DM'd him. And people don't believe me when I say this, but I literally just DM'd him, hey, you want to run a song? He's like, sure. He's like, sure. I was like, oh, here's my manager. Here you go. I was like, okay. So then I drove to Elijah's house in Ottawa, recorded the 2 songs within 6 hours. 2 songs. So there's another one coming.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another one coming. But so yeah, Goodbyes. His song Lights is actually the first one to Goodbyes. If you look at the lyrics, they weren't written at the same time. Like, I obviously didn't write Lights, but
in general,
if you look at it, you see it. So yeah, we had a great time. I fell asleep almost on his couch with his cat Judy. It was very funny. Poor guy. I mean, I barely know the guy, and I fell asleep on his couch. It was pretty embarrassing.
I love
really
that
tired.
though.
Yeah. So that's how it came about, and the turnaround time with the time it came out and the amount of streams I got, I was just like, I don't know 100,000 people. Do you?
Yeah,
exactly. Like, what? Like, people started calling me, and I was like, do you know your thing is at 100,000? I'm like, I don't believe you. Like, I was telling you.
I'm sorry.
Within 2 days, I was like, this has like 30,000 streams. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and it's amazing because people are having fun with it. And I think, I don't know everything, but I think that the fun that you guys had putting it together and how, for lack of a better word, just blasé it was and wild it was to put it and how easy it was to collaborate is translating in the music. And that's why people are having fun with it and are finding it easy to just listen to and enjoy.
Oh, exactly. I had a little girl message me on Instagram saying, you helped me like break up with my boyfriend who was really toxic. And I was like, what did I just do?
But honestly,
though, I helped someone.
But if that's all you end up doing with your music, which, like, let's be honest, that's not all you're going to do. But if that's all you do, that's enough. You've helped one person, like, express themselves. And, like, that's the magic of music.
Exactly. That's so magical.
Yeah. So with all of that buildup and all of that, excitement around Goodbyes, how are you feeling about your new song, Ice Queen?
Oh, yes. So Ice Queen comes out on May 7th. And actually, Hits FM has the exclusive on it. So you guys better listen to it because they have the exclusive on it.
Exactly. So better check it out.
Ice Queen, I wrote, funny enough, the majority of my album I wrote on Zoom. I've never met all my collaborators in person yet.
Okay.
So I recorded Ice Queen at Matt Nozat's studio, actually, in DDO. And I went from work to there, and I recorded at 2 a.m. in the morning. So I was like exhausted. I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? But we wrote it on Zoom on the 23rd of December.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me, my friend Trevor Kellerman from Telecast. He just came out with a song with Lauren Gray that's doing really well on the dance charts right now. And my good friend Tyler Shammy, he's doing good things right now as a songwriter. So we all just got together on Zoom. It's the first time we all met. And we're like, let's write something about a bad let's get it. And there's like, you know what? You don't need a man to pay your bills. I think the funny part is these are two grown-ass men writing this. And I'm just like, and the demo is sang by Tyler. So we're just like, it's kind of just like, you didn't expect it. And then, so when I recorded it, it was just like, this is one of those songs that you're going to scream in your car. Because, you're going to freaking scream this song in your car and be like, I don't need a man. I'm going to punch this girl in the club because you know what? She's being mean. Yeah. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you got to call someone out.
And if I'm being honest, I may or may not have already done that in my car.
And I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have too.
No, you're right, though. That's very much the vibe that it gives off. And I think especially like you were saying about like talking about stuff that's going on now, I think that's going to be something that a lot of people are going to relate to and a lot of people are really going to respond to.
Oh, exactly.
So I definitely think that's going to be really, really good. Is that angle of like kind of just saying what's on your mind, is that something you get like, is that something that like Montreal has inspired you to do? Because I know Montrealers are very like in your face, like take no prisoners, or is that something that you just always kind of had?
I would say I grew up, like, I've moved many times in my life. So I've lived in Montreal, the longest place. So I'd say Montreal has had a big impact on my life. So, like, maybe it's going to school downtown for a while and getting harassed on the train, maybe that might happen. Yeah. So you kind of have to grow some thick skin and be like, you're like, you have to tell people off. And just even, like, the persona of online, just having to tell some people off because they're going to judge you no matter what. Yeah. Just, like, you have to be like, I don't care.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. My mantra is I don't care. If you're gonna not like me, don't watch it.
Yeah. No, that's really what it is though. And you kind of have to have that, especially if you're gonna put yourself out there. People are gonna give their opinion even when it's not asked, and it's unfortunate. It sucks because it shouldn't be on you to be different or to learn how to deal with it. It should be on everyone to spread kindness. But that being said, I'm glad that you have found a way to deal with it and just stay true to yourself.
Oh, exactly. Like, growing up, kids were mean. Let's put it that way. Kids can be anyway. Yeah. So that's how I kind of dealt with it. I was just like, I'm not going to be that little girl anymore. I'm going to make that little girl proud.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a very good message to share with the world, and something that's very good that a lot of people need to hear and a lot of people need to believe in. And again, if your music can help them believe in that, then that's all it takes at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I was going to ask you, funny enough, if there was a message that you wanted to share with the world, but I have a feeling that might be it. Is there anything else that you wanted to say? I feel like that's very you.
Yeah, you do you, boo.
Exactly.
I feel like that's what you need to be, and always be a little kinder than you're supposed to be.
That is very true. That is
because you don't know what someone's going through.
Yeah, that's true. You never know. You know what you're dealing with, but everyone else is a mystery. Yeah,
exactly. So be kind and spread love and joy and take care of the ones that you love and tell people I love you because you don't know how long they're going to be here for.
Exactly. That's very true. You just got to spread kindness. And I think that's a very good note to end on. Thank you so much for coming. It was amazing to chat with you. And for you guys, our listeners, I'm talking to you guys right now. Make sure that you check out Annalise. Make sure that you stream Goodbyes. Stream Ice Queen as soon as it comes out on May 7th. We're going to have it here all month long. So make sure that you check it out. You really don't have to go anywhere else. You can listen to 94.7 Hits FM and we'll have it. Or you can check Annalise out on all of her social media and any single streaming platform. By the way, I love the necklace. I just saw it says Ice Queen.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming.
Thank
and
you.
Enjoy the month.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
And you are listening to 94.7 Hits FM.
You better listen to Ice Queen.
Better listen to Ice Queen.